Well, I am blown away, frankly. Blown away by Dibble's elbow. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd say. I'm in the Quantocks. Haven't even started my actual ride yet because I parked at the top of the hill, which is a really major hill. And I needed a wee so much that I then had to cycle, I'm gonna say 200 metres downhill to get to another car park that I couldn't have driven to because you can only access it from the other side of the hill. So I bombed it all the way down, increasingly irritated as I realised just how much I was going to have to make up. But it was a great wee, I'm not going to lie. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And that's how I'm starting this video. Pushing my bike uphill from the toilet. That was Black Balls Hill. Oh yeah, this is a Quantocks tour of amusingly named places. I'm now going to descend into a Combe, which is just a gorge basically in the hillside, and it's called Lady's Edge, so it looks pretty steep. That was such a good descent. Oh my god. It was really rooty, really rocky, and it's out of the wind, which is nice because it is windy today up the top and it is 6 degrees. So it's really cold, even though it's gloriously sunny. But what a descent. I've got like 600 meters of ascent to do today and I've done 0 ascent, so got a lot of that to look forward to. That's always in the back of my mind when I'm coming downhill, is that I've definitely got to go back up this again. Now I'm in the valley. So the Quantocks are a really ancient range of hills, and they just kind of like rise out of nowhere. Like they're next to Exmoor, which is another area of upland moorland, but the Quantocks are just, they're kind of like isolated hills, and they're really steep, but they are packed with mountain biking. Well. Pushing my bike up around the side of a hill fort. If you're not familiar with British hill forts, they are earthwork forts. I mean, they just literally look like, it's going to look like a hill to most people, but if you look closely, you can see ramparts in it. And they are, I'm gonna say Iron Age. So they're really old. And now, obviously, all that's left of them is just their earthen ramparts. But there's a hill fort up there, you can't see it because it's shrouded in trees. Along with some kind of damp, springy pond called Knacker's Hole. Love a Knacker's Hole. There's actually more than one Knacker's Hole around here. I'm gonna have to look it up, I don't know what it is. Like on the map, it's definitely some kind of stream that ends in like a little pond / well kind of thing. This is a knackering but lovely ride so far. You can't really stop because it's really cold, but it's been really beautiful. It's just a really lovely river, runs through the forest, and just sort of cycling alongside. Now I'm going up over another hill, down into another combe, I think. Again, it's just a gully. 2 paths diverged in a wood, and I took the one that led to the cafe. The Somerset Tourism Board really need to work on their marketing. So the road I just cycled on was called Five Lords, right? I don't know if that was the road name. I mean, there's no road names here, but if that was the Combe name, like each valley, each kind of cut in the landscape has a name. That was Five Lords, and then it ended up in another one, which is this entire road, called Dead Woman's Ditch. And I'm not saying anything about gender equality, but I'm also saying something about gender equality. Come on, people. This is what happens when you're riding in England. You just come across random old country mansions. Sometimes deserted. I don't know what this one is. So this is Quantock Road, which means that this valley is Quantock. That's actually pretty mild for England. I'm in the wrong gear for this video. Oh, that's better. We've also got Lord's Ball somewhere around here, just past an amazing country estate. Really, really cool. Cycled right through the middle of it. Did not look very well taken care of, but does have some weird like 90s school buildings there, so I don't know what it's being used as. But stopped at the, I want to call it a Smoky Bean Cafe. Man, I really need to start paying more attention to places. Smoky Bean Cafe. Nice coffee, nice people. There's a barn with some outdoor seating, inside outside space, you know what I mean. Cake, all that kind of jazz. And now this is, I think, the last climb back up to where I left the car, up a road, because I'm not a masochist. Left the final, really like from the valley to the top of the hill climb to road, which is so much easier. Not only is it called Quantock Road, but I think it's got a place is a strong word, but a little section on it called Dibble's Elbow. That's like, it's not a mountain bike section, it's on the actual map. That's just how weird England gets. That names like bends in the road, Dibble's Elbow. Actually, it gets even better, because down there in the valley, which you can't really see, but down there, that is called Quantock Bottom. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Check this tree out. There are so many trees along here that are fully overhanging, like the bank below them has just completely eroded, and you can see all their roots hanging out. It's amazing. I think that little very small bend in the road is Dibble's Elbow. I don't understand why it deserves the same name. This is it. I think this is Dibble's Elbow. Oh, that is a bend. That's a beautiful bend. I can see why people hundreds of years ago thought that this bend was special enough. Presumably Dibble, actually. Maybe Dibble thought it was special enough. Or maybe he carved it out with his elbow. Well, I am blown away, frankly. Blown away by Dibble's Elbow. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd say. This has been the amusing place names of the Quantocks. We've had Five Lords. I don't know which of the Five Lords lost his ball to make one of these hills slash places Lord's Ball. I don't know which one had an accident, maybe a mountain biking accident, and ended up with Black Balls Hill. I don't know which one of them got Aggie, resulting in Dead Woman's Ditch. What else have we had? Quantock. Well, that's kind of self-explanatory really, isn't it? Lady's Edge. Well, the lady was on the edge until she wound up in Dead Woman's Ditch. I will say that bizarre place names aside, which is actually not even bizarre for the UK, the Quantocks is a fantastic place to mountain bike. It is so beautiful. It's full of beech trees, oak trees, pine trees, everything. I mean, look at these bad boys. It's so lush. There are also infinite trails here. It's incredible. Most of them are bridleways, which is really unusual. A lot of the time in these kinds of woods you just get a load of footpaths and like a couple of bridleways, but the Quantocks is mainly bridleway. So come check it out, bring snacks.